Well, South Africa is presently the only Sub-Saharan African state using nuclear power to generate electricity. But a number of other Sub-Saharan African states are signing deals for nuclear reactors or considering them. In this first of a two-part segment of our Empowering Africa series, VOA senior analyst Jeffery looks at why nuclear power is attracting attention as a means of getting more of Sub-Saharan Africa on the grid.
Nuclear power has been used for decades in Europe, North America, and Asia. Now it is making inroads in Sub-Saharan Africa. South Africa's two-reactor plant is the only nuclear power facility now in Sub-Saharan Africa. But it plans to build more reactors so that by 2025, a quarter of its electricity will come this way. Last year, Nigeria's Atomic Energy Commission signed a $20 billion deal with the Russian nuclear agency Rosatom to build two facilities. Rosatom will build, own, and operate these plants, what the industry calls BOO. The appeal this arrangement has for developing economies is explained via Skype by technology research organization Breakthrough Institute's Omaro Maseli.
It enables them to not have to pay this huge kind of upfront costs or capital costs involved in constructing expensive plants like nuclear power plants. At the same time, they're still getting the benefits.
Under the BOO model, the host country purchases electricity from the plant at a price the operator sets to cover costs and provide a return. However, that system sometimes can become a costly trap, as described via Skype by Greenpeace Africa analyst Melita Steele.
People in the countries that sign these deals will be locked into very expensive electricity prices for the foreseeable future, and that's the problem.
Rosatom is competing in Africa with China's China National Nuclear Corporation, CNNC. Both have agreements with Nigeria, Kenya, Sudan, Uganda, and Namibia. Kenya also has a nuclear deal with Korea's Electrical Power Corporation, KEPCO. But all these nuclear plants will require plenty of security to protect radioactive fuel and power infrastructure from attack or natural disasters. That's the primary concern of the International Atomic Energy Agency. Via Skype, an energy researcher with Washington Center for Global Development, Abigail Sa, explains.
The International Atomic Energy Agency does before they sign off for any country to have nuclear power is to ensure that they have security measures in place that ensure that if anything goes south, they can come in and stop that reactor.
Security measures, however, can't prevent all accidents, as the disasters in Chernobyl, Ukraine in 1986 and in Fukushima, Japan in 2011 showed. In the next segment, we'll look at what critics have to say about nuclear power in Africa. Jeffery Young, VOA News, Washington.
Well, nuclear power generation is becoming a goal in some nations in Sub-Saharan Africa. While nuclear proponents tout benefits such as no carbon emissions, its critics bring up cost and safety problems. In this second of a two-part segment of our Empowering Africa series, VOA's Jeffery will set forth the balance sheet on this controversial means of electrification. So be sure to join Africa 54 for this segment, for that segment on Monday.